Let's talk about tracing paper. So, tracing paper is this thin, sort of see-through-y paper, and it has the magical ability to not only allow you to trace an image, but then to copy an image with it as well. So, your starting image may be something like this. Now, you might think, well, that's okay. I can trace it. I'll just put it underneath. Wait, it's not showing through. That's on purpose. So you cannot just trace it by sticking it underneath the paper. Sometimes your paper will be so thick you can't use that trick. So tracing paper allows you to solve that problem. First, you'll need to draw the image on the tracing paper using a regular pencil. So this doesn't work with colored pencils, with pens, with anything fancy. Just use a regular old wooden pencil. In order to trace this, some people cannot keep the two pieces together while they draw. So you can use a little piece of tape to tape the two papers together so that it does not move. And then you need to carefully trace out, in this case, our panther, but in any other case, the thing that you're trying to draw. So whatever you trace is what you're going to get. So pay close attention to your work so that you copy the lines exactly. When you think you're done, you can check yourself by flipping it up and seeing if you missed any tiny details. And the tape will help you keep everything aligned so you don't mess up when you put the picture back down. Once you've got it, that's not the point of the tracing paper. It's not that, hey, look, I got it on this paper. The point is that you will get a duplicate. So it doesn't magically go through the paper. It rubs off the bottom with pressure. You'll need to flip it upside down. So notice my original design is like this. Pencil's on top of this sheet. I flip it so the pencil is facing the paper underneath. Line it up where I want it to be. I'm going to reuse my tape. And then I'm going to redraw over this. And you might think, well, that's a lot of steps. That's true. You do have to do a lot of tracing. Now, there is a fast and easy way to do this, but unfortunately, it kind of destroys your tracing. So you could, in theory, scribble and get the same effect. The only problem there is it makes it a little more challenging to ever reuse your tracing paper because now you have lead all over it. But if you would like, you can absolutely do that. Otherwise, what I recommend is that you just draw over the back of each line. And when you do that, as long as you hit your line, when you lift your tracing paper, you'll get a duplicate of exactly what you had before. So notice some of the parts where I scribbled, I got more of a dotted line. The other parts where I actually traced, I got a more clear line. What you should do then is just finish and tidy everything up, connect the dots if it got really light, clean up the drawing, and you have used tracing paper to make a duplicate. Now you can go ahead and repeat this process as many times as you would like. So you could do another panther this way now that you have lead on the backside by tracing over it. You can't do the scribble because if I scribble, check that out. There we go. All I got was a scribble. So you would have to draw it out again to get another copy, or I could just place it in another spot. If I want two panthers walking in a pack, I could trace over it and get another duplicate from the same sheet of tracing paper. So that is the magic of how tracing paper lets you copy your drawings as many times as you want.